Practice squad players are announced. The Philadelphia Eagles have 2 slots remaining, but everybody cleared waivers, and one of these guys especially is a surprise to me. Let's talk about it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, I got to let you know this video was brought to you by Print Champs. Big Print Champs in the building. Hurt Season version 2 hats jumping out the gym right now. Make sure you tap in with that. You don't want to miss that, because with each purchase, you make yourself eligible for one of the 3 t-shirts right here at a 50% off. So make sure you tap in with that, man. Let's get into this Eagle news real quick. So we have approximately 12 guys, 14 guys, I believe, that made the practice squad. Everybody that the Philadelphia Eagles cut or waived cleared waivers, and the Philadelphia Eagles were able to scoop some of their guys that, you know, were standouts in their opinion in training camp, but didn't quite make the 53-man roster. I would like to give a shout out to Ben Van Summeren. He was practice squad last year, but he made the 53 this year. So, you know, guys continue to develop, guys continue to try out, guys continue to get better, and Ben Van Summeren is one of those guys, man. So let's talk about it, man. So Oren Burks, practice squad guy. Paris Campbell, practice squad. Surprised with Paris Campbell, man. Tyrion Davis-Price, practice squad. Offensive line, Nick Gates. Will Greer made the practice squad. Gabe Hall, I was really high on Gabe Hall. Practice squad, E.J. Jenkins. I love to hear that E.J. Jenkins made the practice squad, because I think we're a little light at, you know, tight end. So, you know, Dylan McMahon, practice squad. We needed another center. Thought we was light there. Glad he made it as well. Wide receiver, Marcus Roseman Jackson, practice squad. Andre Sam, happy for Andre Sam. LSU, undrafted free agent, practice squad. Brandon Smith, linebacker. Safety, Kadeem Stearns. Jack Stoll is back with the Philadelphia Eagles on the practice squad. Tremendous blocker. We know what Jack Stoll brings to the table. And last but not least, offensive line, Lakeem, y'all know I'm going to mess his name up, Vakali. You know, I think he's an international exemption, but I'm happy for those guys, man. A slew of those guys made the practice squad, and we know why. So let's kind of, you know, dive into, you know, just some analysis on some of these guys, man. There was some thought that the Eagles might keep Burks on the roster after a strong showing in the preseason finale. I thought that was the mindset for the Birds, but you know what I mean? It kind of pans out how it pans out with that. But, you know, wait, before we get into that, man, I heard you looking for a draft book. And, you know, it makes me upset that you didn't tap in with the big homie, man, because BetUS is the answer. The fastest payouts in the industry, 125% sign-up bonus up to $2,000 on your first 3 deposits, 200% crypto deposit bonus, fast and easy deposit and withdrawal process. Check out my BetUS link in the description for sure, man. 24/7 personalized service, 365 days out of the year, live wagering on all major games, best betting variety in the business, and you're getting 10% back on your net losses twice a year with BetUS. You just can't beat that. Did you know you also get your own personal account manager? So when you set up your account with BetUS, somebody's going to be calling you, making sure that process is going smooth. Oh, 125% on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. 200% crypto deposit bonus. You don't want to miss it, man. The best withdrawal process in the game, fastest payouts in the industry. Get with my BetUS, man. And you know, this is a graphic right here of the odds of, you know, who gonna run away with the Russian title. You know what I mean? No pun intended. You know what I mean? It's looking real good for Saquon, if I might add. But let's get back into this Eagle news real quick, man. So Paris Campbell, man. Campbell was the original favorite to be wide receiver 3. He got hurt. He didn't do much in camp. Experience, that leads some depth. I'm actually surprised that Paris Campbell cleared waivers. He looked great in the finale, if you ask me. But yeah, man. TDP, he got some juice as a runner, you know what I mean? But he also has some warts to prevent the coaching staff from fully trusting him. Easier to keep him around as an RB4 on the practice squad. Gates is reportedly going to be temporarily elevated to the Eagles' Week 1 roster. That's surprising, man. He figures to be the top backup option at center, if not guard as well. The Eagles could look to eventually put Gates on the 53-man roster after using up 3 temporary elevations. Greer might call it quits after this, man. Who knows, man? Greer had a, you know, semi-long career, but we know why Greer is here. Hall, I like Hall as an undrafted rookie, man. We talked about him a lot Gabe Hall, a lot of people are viewing him as a development player, but Jenkins offers more pass catching juice as a depth tight end, where Stoll is considered to be a superior blocker. You know what I mean? Stoll is probably more likely to be elevated to the game day roster to be tight end 3 behind Dallas Goedert and Grant Calcaterra. Stoll gives you that extension of the offensive line. You know, a lot of coaches like that. McMahon could eventually get poached. Eagles practice squad offensive linemen have been coveted in previous years. And, you know, when you're coming out of Stoutland University, man, people are looking to, you know, grab a practice squad guy, sign him to an active roster. I think McMahon could get signed to an active roster somewhere, and I also think that could be the case for Paris Campbell. Yeah, man. New addition, Marcus Rosemary Jackson played college football for Georgia. Ever heard of that school? You know, we go grab a lot of guys out of there. Sam's upside is likely limited as a rookie who turns 26 in February, but he can provide depth at safety, man. And on the special teams, wouldn't be shocking to see him get temporarily elevated at some point this season if we have some setbacks with, who's our guy, Sidney Brown. Smith is another candidate to get temporarily elevated during for defensive depth at special teams purposes. The Eagles seem intrigued by Stearns, but there's some injury concerns there. Our international stud, Vicali, doesn't count towards the 16-player practice squad limit as an international exemption. He saw very limited practice reps, preseason snaps, clearly a long-term project, but Stoutland University might have something to say about that. We thought that was going to be the case for our guy, you know, our singer. How am I forgetting his name? We thought that was going to be the case for our stud from Australia, but, you know, Stoutland University has a way of, you know, changing things and changing the minds of people. So the practice squad is here. I'm excited for it. At the end of the day, you know, guys showed why they should be on the practice squad. And, you know, guys coming back to teams that they, you know, went through training camp with is a bonus for real, because there's some familiarity there and guys know their role in there, and they're looking to be elevated. They're looking to be called upon if anything was to happen in that fashion in the realm of an injury, in the realm of just anything. You know, the Philadelphia Eagles always are prepared. I'm surprised Howie Roseman didn't snag nobody from another team's practice squad, but I think Howie felt good about what we built in-house this season during training camp. That's obvious because he brought back almost everybody that we had to waive and cut that made a little bit of noise. So I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see if any of these guys will get some time. I think E.J. Jenkins will make his way onto the field to get some meaningful reps. So I'm excited for that possibility for E.J. Jenkins. Jack Stoll coming back just makes so much sense. He knows how to play in sync with these offensive linemen. He knows the blocking schemes of Stoutland University. He's damn near offensive lineman. So, you know, I feel real good about that too. But, you know, at the end of the day, these are practice squad players. These aren't guys that are asked to contribute if everything goes well. But, you know, it's a long, grueling, brutal season. And you never know if the injury bug come a knocking and one of these guys got to be called. So practice squad guys, man, I want to thank you for everything that you've done. You know what I'm saying? The sacrifice, everything you put your body through, even the guys that made the 53-man roster, even the guys that didn't make it. I know it's hard to make an NFL roster. You guys, you know, the work you put in will not go in vain. But practice squad guys, be ready because you never know when your time coming. Tonight, NFC East Super Friends. We got my guy coming in, Rome, Cowboys Fan Talk. He gonna be giving his feelings and his concerns on the Cowboy side of things. It's gonna be a movie tonight at 8 o'clock. Make sure you tap in.